One take, one take. This is NBA One Take featuring yours truly, Pretty Boy Lakers. This is NBA One Take for your head. NBA One Take for your brain. Coming to you live from Red Hook, New York. This is NBA One Take. June 22nd, 2022. NBA news, it was a huge trade that happened again. Huge trade that happened. I did not see this one coming. I didn't see this one coming. I thought it was going to be some kind of buyout or something. But it looks like Chris Paul will be going from the Washington Wizards, which he was newly traded for, and the deal that brought Brad Beal over to the Suns. He was traded to rival Golden State Warriors. Now we all know this is Golden State, and Chris Paul has had a long history of back and forth, a lot of playoff battles, going back from the Donald Sterling to his years with the Clippers, years in Houston. It's a lot. It's a lot. But he's going to be going there to Golden State. And they traded for Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole is a player they've been trying to get rid of since, well, remember when I said, if you go back a few months ago, Jordan Poole got some information. And what the information he got was, he got that in the off season, he was going to be moved to Detroit. Because Detroit was really coveting him to play for their team, a la even somewhat of a super sub six man. Depending on what they draft in the draft. But Detroit was very, very heavy in getting him there, as well as they saw some chemistry with Jordan Poole and James Wiseman, even when they was playing together in a G League affiliate back in, I think it was Santa Clara, with the Warriors G League affiliate. So they was betting on that. And the Warriors, not saying they agreed to it, was very, very much interested in bringing some of the pieces back from Detroit in a trade that was going to send Jordan Poole over there to he caught wind of that, and then from there and then there, even the Draymond Green thing, that was it for him. He was almost in the me versus the world situation, because it's not about the Draymond Green shit. Yeah, of course, Draymond Green, yeah, yeah, motherfuckers, they ain't talking all this other shit. And he felt that they probably they got a good relationship with Draymond, but they know that kind of stuff is unacceptable, as well as, look, youngin, you're going to learn, and you're going to be one of the future players for this team. So, we love you, and we're going to do. That's what he thought and believed, because they gave him a lot of money. No, that didn't happen. That did not happen. You know what happened? Instead of being a very professional, he was unprofessional. And the veterans didn't like his attitude. Even Draymond Green didn't like his attitude. He had attitude. He wasn't the same overconfident little jokingly Jordan Poole anymore. He a different type of person. So now this is what you get. You get a guy out there almost going for himself and doing certain things while he was on the court, getting upset when he sees less time, like a 5-10 minutes, especially in playoff games, when he's just completely getting outplayed and looking lost on defense, and even more lost on his out of control offense. The Warriors are seeing this, and they're saying, "Oh yes, a move has to be made." But guess who else sees that? That's Detroit. Knowing they're in a rebuilding situation, I don't think Detroit is interested anymore. So now you need buyers. You need guys to come in and do certain things. So make a call to Wizards. They was thinking about buying out Chris Paul, and they made an inquiry because the Wizards are just really right now at this point, they're just trying to blow it up. New GM, they got rid of everybody they trying to get rid of over there. Just trying to start fresh. And getting a guy like Jordan Poole that has, some playoff experience and been around things and, trying to prove himself. Maybe they could hone in on that. He ain't gonna take a lot of shots. People saying, he went over there, so they damn sure be on the tanking trajectory because he's going to be up there jacking a lot of shots. Possibly. But on the other side, Chris Paul, he's going to be coming to Golden State. Now, for the most part, Chris Paul, they said Chris Paul's never came off the bench not one time in his career. He started every single game he's played. I think that stops. That stops. Chris Paul is going to be a backup. He has to be a backup. Because you have Steph Curry, you got Klay Thompson, you got Andrew Wiggins, for the most part, Draymond Green, and Kevon Looney. That has to be your five. You cannot have Chris Paul and go with a super small lineup like that. You cannot do that. And you have to actually preserve Chris Paul, even from himself. Meaning the Golden State Warriors is all in next year to try to win. So guess what? Chris Paul, you get 20, 22, 23, 25 minutes a game as a backup. Close out games for us. Depends on how it goes. That's what we're going to value as. I think that's the talks that Steve Kerr will be having with him. And then he has to make the adjustment. I think he should. He's a veteran. But what that puts Golden State? Does it put them as a title contender? I don't know, man. Because the thing is, like I said, when I said the Warriors is in trouble, it's not just now, man. It's a lot. Because even when you get rid of Chris Paul off the books and everything else like that, you re-sign Draymond Green, then you required to sign Klay Thompson. These guys are going to want to get paid. These guys is not dipping in to dip out. No, they're trying to dip in, stay settled, and owe it to me for what I've done. And that's when Mike Dunleavy and Joe Lacob and all this, that's when they got to come into play and ask themselves, you seen what the Celtics did with Larry Bird? Did you see what the Lakers did with Magic Johnson? Look how long it took them to even get back to respectability. Just playoff contenders year in, year out, possibly get into the championship. The Celtics let the guys stay too long. Magic had to retire, then came back again. They had some players, whatever. Luckily, Jerry West was able to pull off the miracle of all miracles and lure Shaquille O'Neal there, and also draft Kobe Bryant. But the Celtics didn't have that. They took even longer. It took them a while. You know, it took them a while before they could get draft Paul Pierce and have Antoine Walker and these guys take them to the conference finals and things like that. Eventually, you know, things broke well for them to win a championship back in '08. And now they're doing well now too, because they learned from their mistakes. You know, so I think they really have to. I think Bob Myers probably even saw that, the reason why he stepped down. But Bob Myers loved those guys so much, and it feels like he owed it to Steph to keep going, and they do. But this season is going to tell a lot, because if the Warriors get that same seeding or even lower, if they see themselves in a play-in situation and they have all that money, all that luxury, everything they're paying, then there's a big problem. Then there's a big problem. But this is NBA One Takes, Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.